Hey guys, let's talk about a real simple drill that will change how you hit driver. Now, the problem that I always encounter with golfers with driver is they get fixated on trying to hit the ball from the inside. And what this does, this just prompts golfers kind of getting stuck, standing up, and they end up just returning the club shaft too vertically. The problem is when you start sort of trying to hit it too much from the inside and you stand up and the shaft goes up, you just can't control the club face. So there might be glimpses where you're able to hit a couple of shots pretty straight, but generally speaking, you're going to be suffering with, slices, mishits, and excessively sort of spinny shots. So what I want you to do, and I'll show you throughout this video exactly how it looks, but the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to grab yourself a bucket and you're going to place it a couple of feet to the right of the golf ball. Okay, so the point where it kind of lives, so it's not interfering with the actual takeaway position itself, about 2 feet to the right of the ball. Now, the second thing you're going to need to do is grab yourself an alignment stick. Now, if you have loads of space, you don't need to sacrifice an alignment stick. Most golfers here in England, we have to practice off base, so we're restricted in space. So you're going to have to cut one down in half. What you're going to do is you're then going to feed the alignment stick through the top couple in the bucket, like so. So you've basically just got this little bit of sort of extending coming out. Now that is about 1 foot in length. The simplicity now is when you are making some practice swings, and the feeling that you want to make sure that you get is if you are somebody who's trying to hit it too much from the inside and you're encroaching this space, then it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to be able to swing down without colliding in towards that. And that's what we don't want. That would be a real disaster. What we need to do is we need to make sure a couple of things. The first thing that I want you to do is in the backswing position, I want you to feel like your lead arm gets a lot closer to your chest, so you get your arms closer to your body. And what this will do is this will give you a good amount of sort of depth, right? So not sort of lifting up and doing this. Now from here, look what I can do. I can allow my arms to release. So see the way I allow my right arm to straighten as I turn, and see the way I can get the club shaft to perform on plane, which is going to mean that I don't collide with the alignment stick and I can produce some pretty straight looking shots. And what that is going to do is that's going to fundamentally make a big difference. And when I'm measuring golfers on my flight scope and watching them hit shots, the problem is golfers always return the club shaft too vertical, and you want to try and keep it as shallow as you can. And the way you're going to do that is by allowing the trail arm to release. So allow my trail arm to straighten as I incorporate rotation, and this is going to give me the ability to deliver the club on the back of the board. And if you do this for a minute, 70 seconds, 80 seconds, but the key thing with all of this is don't do like one swing in 70 seconds, do as many as you can. The secret to making a swing change is breaking your practice routines up into very short periods of time, so maybe 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, but to increase the amount of repetitions that you're doing. So when I got my students to work on drills like this, I'm getting them to do as many practice swings to get that feeling as much as they can. And then you can try and recreate that feeling when you start hitting some shots, or if you're brave enough, you can hit some balls with it there as well. But the key thing here is to question what it is that you're currently doing in your driver, and I bet that drill is going to serve lots of you really, really well. Work on it, let me know, I'll see you soon.